is Another Gay Horror Pod with Stuart Ross and Jesse Tebbett.
Yeah, why don't you start us, Jesse?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Another Gay Horror Podcast. I'm Jesse Tebbett. I've got my co-host Stuart Ross here, and we've also
As
got
always, the Horror Queers.
the Horror Queers.
Hey guys.
And today we're talking. Did you like that? I don't know. I
His
just
sexy
felt
podcast voice.
I felt
sometimes
inspired.
comes out.
I felt inspired. Like I said, Joe, when I hopped on earlier, like we're recording at night. Who knows what's going to happen? I might turn into a wolf at some point. But today we are talking. I won't turn into a wolf yet because tonight we are talking New Year's Evil.
You won't turn into a
1980.
wolf until the clock strikes midnight on East Coast time,
Yeah, which time?
Central
Which
time,
zone?
Pacific time,
Honolulu
maybe
time.
Honolulu
Honolulu
time.
That was
Um,
crazy. Yeah. So
It's a great MO for a killer, honestly.
it
Yeah.
is a great MO. I
It's
really
a
did
fantastic
appreciate
premise.
It was the original 24, kind of.
Oh, right. And
A
no
guy
bathroom
rushing
breaks.
around Los Angeles trying to do something.
Yeah,
within
yeah.
the time period.
Every hour on the hour.
Have you guys
This
seen
is-
this movie before?
No, not for me.
I have, yes. So I taught a course on slasher films, and I made an effort to try to go through all of the sort of semi-famous ones. And of course, this one comes up if you're talking about holiday horror or seasonal horror, because it's one of the few horror films that's actually set on New Year's.
Yeah,
I had seen the box art for this film so many times. I remember every time I saw it, I was like, "That's interesting." They give away the killer's face in the poster, but then I realized, oh wow! Well, as I was watching this week for this episode, I was like, oh, because we revealed the killer, like, which I actually think is a really cool idea.
I do too.
I don't think it's executed very well. I think it kind of like kills a lot of the suspense and tension in the film, but it's fine.
Yeah,
I think you could say that about most everything in this film. You're like,
Yeah.
really good idea. I
Yeah.
wish it was executed slightly better.
That's the I didn't dislike this movie. I much like with Night School, I was like, oh, there's a lot of this is a film that's ripe for a remake.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
And this is
Yeah,
it's one. So I've actually seen this movie 5 or 6 times now.
Okay.
Because
Oh.
we watch
Super
it
fan.
every New Year's Eve before we go out. It's
Before,
like, yes. So like at like 7 p.m. when you're
Pre-game.
like eating dinner and like drinking a martini, you're just like, okay, let's put on New Year's Evil. But
Okay.
it is such a fun, flawed movie.
Yeah, it's
where
definitely better than I anticipated. I thought there's some fun ideas there. The production quality is like kind of not bad. I was like, okay, sure.
I think the biggest issue is because with the structure, the fact that we know the killer. So we effectively spend half the film with the killer and his kill sequences, and the other half with Roz Kelly's Diane
Diane
Blaze.
Yeah.
Blaze.
Blaze.
Yes, how can I forget
Blaze.
Blaze?
Blaze.
And so I think as a consequence, because of that, there's not really a character to latch onto in this film, and none of the victims are characters either because they're just random pickings.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that is it's a weakness just by that's I think unavoidable with the structure of this film.
By structure.
Yeah.
I would argue, though, to play the game that you always play, Stuart, I think the easiest way to fix this movie is to make, like, okay, spoiler alert, everybody.
Yeah.
The killer is her fucking husband.
Yeah.
So he would know all the people that's close to her. So why wouldn't it
Right.
make sense for him to pick people that she knows
Yeah.
and kill those people on the hour?
In the building. That way the whole movie takes place.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god, yeah. You fixed it. There you go.
Yes. Well, doesn't he say, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't he say, like, one of the first calls that he makes is, like, I'm going to kill people that you care about?
Yes.
And then-
and
but
he
it-
does, but
at
only the
midnight.
first victim.
But only the first
Yeah.
victim.
And
Also, not to get into it,
the
but like,
attempted last victim herself.
right. And he is actually in the hotel technically at the start of the movie, right? Because Yvonne is downstairs.
Yes.
Right. So he's there,
And then he
drives
leaves.
around
He
LA.
leaves. Yes.
Yeah.
And then he gets
Yes.
mad when he's late as if it's not his fucking fault.
Yes.
Like,
Correct.
He goes
I'm-
far afield too,
He
because
does.
locations. The hotel is what is now the Lowe's in Hollywood, by Hollywood and Highland.
Home Depot?
No, the Lowe's Hotel.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah,
Sorry.
because there is like a Home Depot like very much in
There's
Hollywood.
also
Sorry,
a
go.
Lowe's
the
movie
Lowe's
theater.
Hotel Hollywood,
it.
right by Hollywood and Highland.
Gotcha.
And then the other locations he's at is like a Van Nuys movie theater. He's deep in Granada Hill, and like I know it's not real. Like the locations are not supposed to be in Granada Hills, but it's
Sure.
still, as an LA resident, it feels like
You're
he
just
goes
like,
very
ooh.
far. Like
It's very impractical. Yeah, it makes as an LA I guess in that sense, as an LA movie, it kind of works because getting around LA is like
impractical.
impractical. So.
Well, I love the 24 comparison because you're like, well, if this was executed in real life, he would miss every single time slot because he'd be caught in traffic.
Yes, especially on fucking New Year's Eve. Not to go in immediately on this movie, but
Implausible. The traffic would be a nightmare.
Implausible.
Well, it shows us traffic because we get So after, I guess we can start with our first kill. We meet Diane, who is very good at being a shock jock radio personality, but not maybe very good about being a friend, mother, wife, person. And
Generally.
that's
She's also
her
not incredibly
prerogative.
driven either, right? Like she definitely wants to make an impression with this show, but it also feels like her manager agent Ernie is goading her,
Yes.
like in a sort of positive, like, bitch, this is your moment, don't fuck it up kind of way.
Right.
And she's like, okay, boss. And then you're like, I think we're supposed to like her, and I mostly do. But then the rest of the movie is like, well, she's awful to her son, and she hates everybody.
I don't dislike Diane, but I also don't think she's particularly likable. I know it's not this actress, but I could not stop thinking about Caroline Williams every time I looked at her. Like she just like really, I was like, Caroline Williams needs to be in this part right now. But instead, she's some girl who had a 3-episode stint on Happy Days.
Yeah. She's also pretty.
I thought she was on Happy Days
pretty
longer.
good in this. Like, I mean, not pretty good, but like she for the material. Like, I think she could have done worse.
Yeah. No,
So,
I thought she was on Happy Days for longer too, because when you read about her, it's like, oh, she's best known for playing Pinky, like Fonzie's girlfriend on Happy Days, and 3 episodes when I looked it up. In season 4.
Don't forget that this movie is basically like a scab film because they shot this during an actor strike, so all of the actors are non-professional.
Oh.
Well, I did look her up too. She's been arrested several times for shoot. Sorry, my husband's putting the dogs away. He had to go walk them.
Haunted?
Yeah, haunted.
Ghosts?
It's actually just his husband on hands and knees.
Yeah, right.
There hasn't been a dog around here in 40 years.
Oh my god. No, but she had like shot like a shotgun out in her front yard and like at her neighbor's car and things like
Karen'd?
that. Yeah, kind of.
Wait a minute, Trace. You can't just say that and then say.
And she was sentenced to 120 days in jail after pleading no contest of charges for hitting a man with her cane.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so she's kind of a badass, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
so
these are all positive attributes.
In 1998, she fired a 12-gauge shotgun into the living room window of a neighbor's house after a car alarm had awoken her, and she also shot the neighbor's nearby car and another nearby car, and she pled no contest.
You know what? That is
kind of
an
an icon
that I can understand. If you're sleep deprived and something wakes you up,
maybe don't go for the gun
don't
first.
do drugs, kids.
Yeah, do drugs, kids.
Wow. Okay. Well, good to know.
So we're not going to piss off Roz Kelly. Roz,
No.
we love you. We thought you
Roz,
were
your
fantastic in this
performance in
performance.
this.
No, I actually do. I do
She's
like
still
her,
alive, so we do have to
So
heed our words.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all live in LA, not us.
I know.
Pinky Tuscadero is my favorite character from Happy Days. I'm always saying that. So we get our first victim, which is Yvonne, who is
black woman.
A black woman.
Yeah.
We kill the black character first.
Yeah, immediately.
And also the
This
whole
is one
time,
of the
like,
movies that
she's
contributes to that
interested.
stereotype.
Like, she's a character. I kind of wish they kept her around and killed her manager.
Yes,
Totally.
obviously.
Because
Totally.
then the whole time she'd be like, I don't even know why I'm doing this show. This was my manager's thing.
Yeah. Her kill just kind of generally makes no sense. And I mean, like I said earlier, he's technically already downstairs, and then he leaves the hotel. So I don't.
He has 3 New Year's Eves.
I also just think it's really bold to open your slasher movie with a kill that takes place in a shower.
Yes.
Ooh, good point.
And it's not that good. No, none of the kills in this movie are that good.
I think the kill sequences are
Yes.
like the lead up to them are actually more exciting than the kills themselves. But
Because they're so weird.
I will
They're
stand
very
by
odd.
the plastic bag hiding in the dumpster kill. I think that's actually really fun.
That one's
Yes.
actually pretty good. I think that's most effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Jumping out.
It's actually, it got me a little bit yesterday, and I've seen this movie a lot of times. But this is also, so this movie used to be illegally on YouTube, and not the highest quality, and I just bought the Blu-ray, so this is the first time I've seen it in full quality.
Ooh.
Wow.
So it felt like
Make
a
all the
new
difference.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I think I can tell what's happened. I can tell the characters better, definitely, because a lot of the characters look very similar. Like the nurse and then Sally and her friend all look just like blonde.
Oh, but Sally's voice though, like I don't know, like it's something so like, she sounds like a cartoon character. I love it. I love her so much. I was like, have I seen her in something before? Have I heard her voice? No,
she's
it just sounds like her.
She's channeling Beverly D'Angelo, kind of. She's like a
Yes.
Beverly D'Angelo energy.
Kind of with a Marilyn Monroe, because she has that breathy voice.
Yeah,
but it's like also kind of
yeah.
mousy that talks like that. Like,
Yeah.
Marilyn Monroe meets Jennifer Tilly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And see, when I saw her, I was like, because there are a lot of actresses who are about 15 years older than her who were sort of like the next Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, you know, it's Ellen Green. Little Shop of Horrors. Ellen Green. That's what it's like.
So Jesse, Little Shop of Horrors
is a musical.
Yes. Okay.
She's one of the ants in Pushing Daisies. That's not Swizzy Kurtz.
That is
yes. The show that, according to the news, is definitely being rebooted, even though all Brian Fuller said is, I have an idea for a third season.
Well, we literally interviewed him, and we asked him that, and he was like, yeah, everybody wants to come back, and I've got an idea. And we were like, that is great. That's not a confirmation of anything. And then we see all these news outlets. It's
Until he literally said the strike put all a stop on Pushing Daisy season 3. Like that's what he said.
Yeah. Yikes.
But doesn't mean every 18 months we're not going to get a bunch of headlines that it's happening.
Sure.
Sort of the same with Hannibal 4.
That's the thing, is we'll confess we fed into that narrative because we did ask him about Hannibal, and then
but our quotes were accurate. Like there was no like it sounds really like saying everyone wants to come back is different than everyone wants to come back and people want to give us money to make it.
Yes.
Like that's the difference.
And there's a place that wants to air it.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys, I'm just looking at my notes and I think we skipped over something important.
What did we skip over? Did we go anywhere?
The first shot being a Holiday Inn.
Yes.
That's all I wrote down.
That's the most important
Famously,
thing
my notes are not, I'm not good at taking notes while washing something. It's not, my shorthand is terrible, but
I have 4 pages of notes about this movie. And he'll tell me that I've missed something, and then I have to
the Holiday Inn.
I also wrote down, Stuart, you'll appreciate this. Trace and Joe, I don't know if you're Real Housewives boys, but
I
wrote down Real Housewives music cues. I was getting some like reality TV music cues.
Oh, because the music's bad in this movie.
Yes, exactly.
Except for Shadow's New Year's Evil, which is a song they play in full.
We will only hear how many 20-something times.
Was that like the rock song they play? I thought that was really fun. I really liked it.
It's really fun. But so they play the entire thing during the credits, which are about 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
Of just like bikers and greasers driving through LA and like yelling at each other. And I love this because I love the vibe of like 80s Hollywood kind of howling opening. Like I love the dirty Hollywood. But I like it when it's like a set in a movie and not the credits of the movie.
Wait, Joe, you said before we started recording that you thought I wasn't going to like this movie. What was the aspect of it that you thought?
So I kind of thought that you would have difficulty with the rocky punkness of it. Trace infamously does not like punk texts at all.
Say more.
The movie is set around music and also the kind of like new wave punk scene. So I thought you would have some difficulty with that.
You know what? I probably would if the main characters were punks, but like the punks aren't really characters, and there aren't even any punk victims in this movie. They're just set dressing for Blaze's show. Which, to be honest, like because I didn't know what this was about. I had no idea like what the setting for this movie was, and so when it started, I was like, what? We're at like some like fucking like New Year's Eve. I mean, again, it makes sense, but like it's like punk Dick Clark's rocking on New Year's Eve. Like, sure,
Dick
why
Rock.
not?
Dicks are out, girl.
Dick Clark.
Are out.
And even she announces it as a new wave radio station, not a
Yeah.
punk, which is more like Duran Duran. So it's like, I think the movie doesn't
confused.
even know what it's doing.
Yeah.
Well, I saw a Letterboxd review for this that they gave it 2 stars. Actually, this is Lee Munson, former guest of our show, but they said this is the hello fellow kids of slasher movies.
Yes.
And I was kind of like, honestly, it kind of is. I can see that.
What it is,
slasher.
It's an interesting thing when slasher movies come out sort of before Friday the 13th Part 2, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's really when it all gets locked in and you sort of just get the samey stuff where like, this is a slasher movie about a mom who's trying to do a radio show on New Year's Eve. And like that wouldn't happen 2 years later. It would be a young 20-year-old woman who's trying to do a radio show on New Year's Eve or whatever.
It's not about kids. Like this is a slasher movie about adults, which again, I feel like, you know, the hallmark of that example of this time period is always My Bloody Valentine. And so in my mind, I was like, wow, that's like the only real slasher film that really deals with adults and not teenagers. But then again, we have this. Joe and I covered Night School recently, which is the exact same thing. And I'm like, wow, there actually are a lot more 80s horror films that are about adults and not kids.
Yeah. Well, and it's also it's pulling from Psycho in some ways, where it's trying to set up this like psychosexual relationship between Derek and his mom, and not effectively.
My favorite thing is if you go to Wikipedia and you'll see there's a brief section for themes, and that element is included as like it's trying to do like a psychosexual psycho riff about what's his name? Oh my God. I believe his son Derek, because Derek is not a character in this movie, but the movie wants to treat him like he is. But it's like, oh, he's got repressed mommy issues and this kind of thing. And you're just like, yes, but also the movie has no interest in actually exploring this.
They both like go the extra mile to show that he's like got issues and also do nothing.
Yes.
Like it's wild. The pantyhose over the head. He's like piercing his ear.
Well, and then he does nothing with it. And you're like,
there's nothing with it.
Okay.
I think so there's two. It's either he's meant to be a red herring, which I think probably is the case. Yeah. And B, do we think that they were really planning on a sequel for this? Because like he's all sequel set up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's hard to say whether or not they actually wanted that, or if they just, you know, as you said, slasher, hello, fellow kids. Yeah. This is what all the other ones do. So we'll end on a tease. And then maybe if it performs well financially, we could investigate.
Right.
Maybe we'll get a legacy sequel.
The
director of this movie said on a podcast that he knew what he would do for New Year's Evil 2.
Again, I think the concept for this movie is great, which is why I would love to see this remade. I would love to see what this looks like in modern times.
Yes. Well, the whole thing could take place at like a TV studio. They're doing a live TV thing. You get like people dying on the sets, and like
it can take place in Times Square in the crowd. Like, why not? I mean, it's probably really expensive, but like, why not?
You're like, and we film on location, and come on, like, what's the problem?
The extra budget on that is too expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you would do in that situation is you would just film the crowd footage of a real life New York, and then you would do all of the insert stuff with the actual characters. But then you could actually book, you know, like, oh, Sabrina Carpenter is going to be like the midnight guest or something, and then it's like we get her for 5 minutes.
Let's do a
New Year's Evil 2
style trap New
Yeah.
Year's Evil. Let's go.
Where they're trying to kill a performer, like a musician,
maybe,
who actually like not a radio announcer, because a radio announcer in 2025 would be crazy.
So it's New Year's Evil meets The Bodyguard meets Trap.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, do it. I'm sold.
Except for it is also in it.
Yes,
it's also lesbian bodyguard.
Yes. I mean, this movie, how is it not queer?
No,
like when Diane is revealed to be a mother who has a son, I was like, so she's not.
Well,
oh, okay.
She also said your dad is loaded in Palm Springs, and I said,
oh, yeah, coked up,
homosexual. That's a homosexual if I've ever heard of
one. If
one.
we're being honest, I do think that Kip Niven is giving a slightly bizarre queer vibe in this film.
Yeah.
Sorry, what I actually did genuinely like about this movie, and I don't know if it was like really intentional, but like, obviously horror films, specifically slasher films, what are they called? They're called misogynistic all the time. And this is maybe the only slasher film I've seen where the killer is like, I hate women. I hate all women are bad.
Yeah. His motivation, literally,
yeah.
But it does also feel like
insane.
the movie might be on his side. And
it does feel like that too.
That's, to me, it sort of feels like the movie, it goes really far out of its way to show you she's not a very caring person.
She's not great.
She's not a great mom. And I'm on her side because I believe in women's rights and women's wrongs.
Yeah, I believe women.
Yeah.
Women's stories matter.
Yes. But
I think the problem is that because we don't actually spend enough time with them as a couple, when he says things like, you ruined my life, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I don't know anything about your relationship. Like, it would have been better to have had him, again, if he was staying inside of this hotel or this studio the entire film. They could have had scenes where he wasn't, or maybe we knew he was still the killer, but he's still interacting with her so that he could be like, we're sorting through our problems. Like, all we get is that one scene where he is hiding out in her hotel room.
Yeah, and I really do applaud the idea to like, we're just gonna show this killer the entire time. It's not a mass killer, whatever. But the problem is when the first scene is like, like they make such a big deal about, your dad's out of town, blah blah blah, he's missing. It's like, but by halfway through, you're kind of like, okay, well, who could this be? It's either a rando or it's the husband.
Well, it's also weird to try to set up Derek as a red herring when we've seen the face of the killer and it's not Derek.
And we know
exactly. Now, of course, if we remake this, the way we're going to get around this kind of is it's going to be one of those apps like tracks your locations. It's like, oh, look, his phone is in Palm Springs, like across the state. Like, he's not anywhere near here, but he is. Yeah.
But also, he says your dad got on the plane, and he definitely made it away.
But it is.
Can we just talk about the modulator that he uses? Because what
the Scream 3 modulator?
Fuck is that? Yeah,
like, I mean, because it just changes his voice. It doesn't like mimic a person's voice, but I couldn't stop thinking about Scream when I was watching. I was like, wow, this feels oddly prescient.
This movie walks so Scream could run.
He's always able to find a payphone too.
Yes. I love a payphone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'd have to. I mean, if this was remade, that would be a huge plot point. It would just be Scream. Exactly.
No, because it looks like a kazoo almost, or like a pipe or something. I'm just like, how? Yeah, because he's holding it in his mouth the whole time, but it's not like it's a box that he holds up. It's something that's in his mouth.
Yeah. At first, I thought it was like a weird harmonica, and then I was like, well, actually, no, I don't really know what's going on.
I don't know.
Yeah, but and the vocal affectation is such, it doesn't really change his voice. It just makes it basically sound like he has something in his mouth. Again, not helping my queer reading. I was like, is he just like deep throating something and trying to have a conversation with her at the same time?
Also, just goes to like emphasize the fact that they're like truly like estranged, or not estranged, but like she doesn't recognize his voice. Like, come on, like.
It's like he's loaded in Palm Springs. I don't need to worry.
He's loaded in Palm Springs.
Yeah, they don't have payphones in Palm Springs.
They don't have payphones. They might not have.
No,
1980. Who knows?
Well, honestly, whenever it's revealed like what his MO is, it's like, okay, we're gonna kill a person at the stroke of midnight for each time zone. I was in my head. I was like, wait. So he's literally driving across the country to kill a person in each time zone.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, it's just he's killing people in LA every hour. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, it is
but
also
in
like
your defense, he was not traveling practically
around
the city. So.
and not to attack you, Trace. I always forget Mountain Time Zone.
No, that
Trace throws up on camera.
That's fair.
I inhaled my saliva. No, I grew up in the Central Time Zone, so to me it was just Eastern and Central because TV shows were always like it's on at 8/7 Central.
Yeah,
and so Pacific and Mountain, I was like, those don't exist. Like, I was always like, wait, does the Pacific get everything so much later than the rest of us? And so when I was moving to Denver, I was like, I'm gonna live in the Mountain Time. Who the fuck cares about the Mountain Time Zone?
Yeah, and then here comes Hawaii out of nowhere, and you're like, wow.
I forgot Hawaii had a time zone
where it's like, I am Hawaii, and you're like, oh, I thought we said we were only going to do it 3 times, but I guess we're adding in Hawaii.
Hawaii's like
4 times.
Like, never forget Hawaii time.
Adele from like Behind the Bushes kind of vibe, or Kim Kardashian. What's that gif? You know what I'm talking about? Anyway,
no, I don't remember that gif you're talking about. So we're
I would like to see Adele disappearing into a bush for sure.
You know what? Just disregard that. I also wrote down. You know what? I'm not even going to continue, Stuart. I'm not going to read this out loud.
Let's have to do with a Holiday Inn.
We are on minute 13. We've heard the song twice.
Yes.
We meet Derek, who is her flop son.
Yes.
Also
giving gay vibes.
Yes.
4,000%. Also,
but also Menendez brother
kind of put me off.
Yeah.
He's feeling Menendez. This is before the Menendez brothers, but he's giving.
Yeah, he's a twink.
They were copying. Yeah, all twinks are Menendez brothers.
Yeah. Blonde, blue eyes. It's like, okay, we get it, you know.
And then she gets her first phone call that sort of gives the conceit of the movie. I'm going to kill someone every hour, blah, 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 blah. And then we flash over to the killer at a sanitarium where he is very effectively infiltrated.
Yeah.
Just putting on a doctor uniform and being like, I'm a doctor. And they're like, great, we need you. And then he immediately seduces a nurse.
Which I guess really, because this is the one where it's kind of like, why did you go to a sanitarium, pose as a doctor, get in? Whereas pick up a woman at a bar, kill her, sure, that makes sense. But this is a lot of work that's taking up a lot of time, I feel like.
Later in the movie, they reveal that he temporarily was a patient at that sanitarium.
Correct.
It's a blink and you miss it line where it's like, oh, he would have already been familiar with the layout and how it all worked and so on.
But then shouldn't the employees at the asylum been familiar with him?
She's new.
Yes.
She's new.
Oh God!
Also, he should have like broken out. Like they should have structured it so that he wouldn't have to fucking leave the once again.
They
should
have started with him being a patient.
Yes.
He puts on the doctor's outfit, fucks this lady, kills her, and then he escapes. And it's like, you know, she gets updates. It's like, oh, he's not in Palm Springs. Palm Springs.
Yeah, and she hasn't told her flop son that his dad is in the sanitarium. She's like, oh yeah, he's just in Palm Springs. Don't worry about it.
Just in Palm Springs, fucking other men.
Yeah, having loads of fun in Palm Springs.
Loads. Say loads again.
Multiple loads.
In every time zone.
Loads in different area codes.
Have fun.
And so she dies.
She does, yes.
Poor Nurse Jane.
She does. Gotta say, their chemistry, pretty good.
Yeah.
It looked like they were having a great time until he stabbed her to death.
Yeah. I know. Great chemistry.
And then we see, this is a great cut. They immediately cut to how punks are dancing during slow music. And they're just...
We do a lot of that during this movie, though, where we just like cut to, which fine, it's padding, but sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
To fill this 85-minute runtime with 5 minutes of credits at the end.
Yes. Yeah.
This is a 62-minute movie.
Yeah. Like we talked a little bit about Tubi films, you know, in and around the on-air, off-air kind of thing. But like this was giving, oh, you've got to get this past the 60-minute mark or we can't fucking sell this thing. So we're going to need a few more minutes of these punks dancing to pad that runtime.
Yeah,
I really want that switchblade comb that one punk had.
Yes, he pulls on the cop.
Oh, that's really cool.
I bought it at a novelty store and my parents confiscated it because I tried to bring it to school.
Oh my God.
They were right. They did the right thing. Yeah.
Also, the cop was like, "Oh, like it, okay, like
oh, how about I arrest you?"
yeah. This movie's, I mean, anti-cop, which okay,
we don't mind anymore.
Okay, most horror films are anti-cop.
It does have the recurring thing of these movies where I always forget there is a cop character in this movie.
Yeah,
I forgot there was a cop character, and I watched this yesterday.
And I literally wrote down that he's kind of hot. And I can't remember what he looks like.
He's a bit older. He's a little rugged.
Oh, yes.
We all have our tastes.
Blindness.
He makes no impression though.
No.
Like if you said there's no cop character, I would believe you because he does nothing.
No.
I mean, I do, because the first time he talks to Blaze, he's kind of like, okay, woman. But then after that first meeting, like he's like, oh shit, there's a killer.
Yeah,
right.
The bodies keep dropping.
There's a dead nurse at the sanitarium. It must be related to Blaze.
Yeah,
because no one ever dies on New Year's in Los Angeles.
Well, did they get stabbed a whole bunch of times at an asylum? Well, actually, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. She calls down to Derek and she's like, "Hey, Yvonne is missing." And then he's like, "I can't get a hold of Dad either." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah."
Yeah.
And he
There
takes
we
pills.
go. He takes three pills.
Do we know what they are?
Pills.
Just red.
Okay.
I'm like,
They look like Tylenol to me. So
They
I was
look
like
Tylenol.
It's like, I think he has a headache.
Well, for a second I was like, is the implication that he's like gonna overdose, or that he like needs them to like operate like to be sane,
to regulate some kind of condition.
Yeah.
We just
I don't think
Unclear.
this movie knows.
No.
Yeah.
I think the script just said he takes pills. And
Or
then
it was
never
an
follows
ad-lib.
up. Yeah.
I feel like a
Maybe.
person who takes pills.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh, and the poor prop master who was running around. I need pills.
Pills. Anyone give me pills? And then shortly thereafter, correct me if I'm wrong, we get the pantyhose.
Pantyhose on
and
face.
He pierces his ear, right?
Does he?
Through
Or
the
does he just
pantyhose.
pierce the pantyhose like near his cheekbone or something? It was not clear.
Is he trying to poke a hole in the ear so he can like hear better? I don't know.
The fact that we have to ask and
honestly, for me there were so many runs in the stocking once he put it over his face that I couldn't stop looking, because I was like, well, your face is even less covered now because of all the runs in it. So.
Well, it kind of almost looked like I think it was just the runs, but it kind of looked like
the runs.
The net stockings, fishnet stockings.
Yeah,
there were so many holes in it that it kind of looked like fishnet. And I was like, but then also that never comes up again. They're just he's watching his mom. He's ripping flowers apart.
Yeah,
they're literally just like on. This also makes me feel like maybe it was written during a writer's strike, because it does feel like there might not have been a writer on set, and they just were like, we need to film something of him in the room to cut to. Put pantyhose on and rip flowers up.
Well, Joe, like you were saying, this is a scab production, right? So that tracks.
It was also a rushed production. So the shoot began on October 15th of 79, was completed in 18 days for the film to release 2 months later for the New Year's holiday.
Whoa.
That year.
So like,
shot
this
in October,
movie
released in December.
Production started in October and it was out in December.
Oh, so this movie came out before the original Friday the 13th.
No, it was December of 1980.
Oh
wait.
So they filmed it. So
they filmed it after.
On the Wikipedia page, it's confusing.
Yeah, that is weird. No, because it says it came out in December of 80, but the production says it began in October 15th of 79, was completed in 18 days, on time for the film to release 2 months later for the New Year's holiday.
Maybe it came out January 1st.
Maybe it was 1980. Maybe.
Honestly, kind of impressive. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Well,
that tight of a turnaround.
I mean, it's a short turnaround regardless. Yeah.
I've never heard of a turnaround that fast, where the start of production is within 2.5 months of the actual release date. Like, what is your post-production timeline is?
But there's like no special effects.
Yeah. They said we're ready to start a new year. So we got a new chapter coming in. Let's get it in.
Yeah, I think that's a typo. I think they must have filmed it in the fall of. Yeah, no, on IMDb it says October of 80.
Okay, so yeah, it's 80. So yeah, okay,
so this is not... they're chasing that Friday the 13th money.
Yeah.
Which makes more sense, because that's they were just green lighting anything that had a slasher element to it.
Arbor Day. We got to make
still
it
waiting.
It's going to happen.
Ooh, look at you, Stuart.
I know my holidays. So Evil, as I will be calling him throughout this movie, he puts on. Okay, so here's a curious thing. He goes into a bar where no one knows him.
Yes.
And he puts on a mustache.
Right.
Why is he putting on a mustache?
In case someone does recognize him.
Yeah.
But he's a Palm Springs girl. Nobody in the Valley knows who Evil is.
I wonder if it's because he's going into a public space where he's worried that they might be able to identify him and then track him before he can commit the next murder.
Yeah, I bought that.
But it would also make sense if he was wearing it into the sanitarium where he was previously a patient, because they would definitely have a chance of knowing who he was.
And presumably have cameras. Like, I don't think they have cameras in a bar in 1980, but in a institution, maybe.
Hopefully.
I don't know.
that was my question of the rewatch, where I was like, why is he putting a mustache on?
I will say he looks good with the
I
mustache.
was just gonna say I didn't question it because he looks good. So I don't know what that says about me. I was like fitting,
gay.
and then we meet Beverly D'Angelo.
Yes, we meet Sally and her roommate. I love the two of them.
Yeah,
these two are great.
Yes.
I also appreciate that she was like, "I'm going to go home with you, but I'm not coming alone.
Nope.
I'm not going home with you, but I'm coming with you. But you're a stranger, so I'm bringing my friend." I was like, "Yes, that feels responsible, and I appreciate that."
She talks to him about transcendental meditation, which is a Uber ride I have definitely had in Los Angeles.
Yep.
Did you folks watch like The Americans?
With Kerry Russell,
and Matthew Rhys.
Yeah.
So there's a huge story arc in that series where the Matthew Rhys character joins Est. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. And then when they reference it here, I was like, oh my God, I actually understand this reference now.
The 80s, yeah.
It's also a very LA thing.
Yeah.
Right? So like Stuart and I live close to David Lynch's TM. I don't know what TM center, I guess.
My friend is currently in David Lynch's writing program / transcendental meditation program.
Yes. Yeah. And honestly, she sold the Sally. No, wait, what's this character's name?
Not
Sally.
Sally.
Yeah.
She sold it. She was like, listen, we've been doing TM, feeling better, loving it. I was like, you know what? Good for you, Sally.
Is this where she says, it also helped my friend's nervous diarrhea?
Yes. And then they immediately need to take a pit stop, and she's like, I think the nervous diarrhea came back.
Yeah.
Which I was like, Sally, you don't need to throw your friend out of the bus.
No.
Girl.
That sucks. I would be so pissed off. Well,
I did like, though, in the back when they're driving the first sort of round before they stop, she does clarify, we didn't go to the bar with the intention of meeting someone tonight. And I kind of like that it was, because I do think that you could maybe make some claims that this film is a little bit misogynistic. Like, we do kind of focus on women victims, and then the explanation for the motivation is definitely like, women fuck my life. But here's a girl who is presented as kind of dumb and flighty, but then she says, oh, well, I didn't go to like meet a man. It just so happened that like you seem nice. We had a genuine conversation. We didn't want it to end. And I was like, oh, there's more character work for this woman than I would have expected.
Yeah, I had.
Well, and he's like, I went to that bar because it's the type of bar I meet girls like you in.
Yes.
And she goes, that's the first time I've ever been in that bar, you fucking
like,
idiot.
Fuck you
Yeah,
and your preconceptions.
She had agency in a way that I was like, oh, I'm surprised that this feels
She has
thoughtful.
more character than any other character in this whole movie.
I think so.
Yeah,
we know more about her than Blaze. Derek is an actor, and he got on TV without using his mom's name.
Help.
He's no Nepo baby.
Yeah. No. He's Tori Spelling using a fake name to audition for Beverly Hills 90210.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Sally doesn't live long, though, so she is violently suffocated.
Suffocated.
Yeah.
And stabbed.
But then like this dumpster kill, which I think it's really silly, like because the way like she sees Sally's clothing hanging out of the lid, and she lifts it up, and I was like, okay, he's gonna come up behind her and like stab her or something. He's hiding in the dumpster.
I know. How was he so confident that
with his little lighter,
the cops weren't gonna be like, oh, like what the fuck's going on over here? Like
really sure that she was gonna find her way to the dumpster and open it up.
Right. Like follow the shoes. Like what? Yeah.
Well, he did sort of like leave clothes strewn on the way.
Yeah. He left her a little trail, a little breadcrumb.
Yes.
But I will say that I think this sequence is probably the best apart from the elevator dangling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, can't wait to get to that.
The elevator, that was good.
Also, the sequences on the poster, right? They like kind of cropped this to be into the calendar. Did I make that up?
Is it? Okay.
It's like him kind of like looking,
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I never realized that, but yeah.
Am I wrong about that?
Yeah.
Huh. You cracked the code. This whole movie makes sense now.
Oh my God.
Does it?
No.
Okay. Anyway.
I also will say it doesn't not make sense. It just makes sense emotionally rather than like factually.
Right. Logistics be damned.
But it is like I like the bringing together of each of the kills. I like the chases. I like the sort of like in the next scene he hits a motorcycle and then gets chased into
this was wild.
drive-in theater playing Blood Feast, and
I'm not gonna like this chunk of the film was where I kind of like zoned. I did watch this twice actually.
You're like, this is
And
my
That just
favorite
means he
movie.
got high and then he had to
You're like, I
rewatch
love
it.
this one. I will.
no. It was because when I was watching it the first time, I wasn't fully paying attention during the first 30 minutes, and so I was like, oh, I should probably watch it again. But both times, I like checked out mentally, like during this
During the
sequence. I don't know
bikers?
why. Yeah, I don't know why.
That
I
was
don't know why.
I kind of like it
definitely.
because I love seeing a drive-in in a movie.
Yeah, me too.
So I just thought that like the biker stuff I thought was a little bit ridiculous, but I did like that, there's something so silly about a killer who is trying to commit murders and then ends up committing minor infractions and it gets them in
Yes.
trouble.
Yes. Also, it's
It
like
is
all of a
Ted
sudden
Bundy.
all of a sudden people are on his heels and he has to like escape. Like it's like kind of a
Yes.
wrench was thrown into the plot that I thought was like really funny.
Mhm.
Also, he's a priest all of a sudden.
All of a sudden,
Yeah.
Let's not forget about that.
a priest reveal.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
also
exactly.
love. My question was because he stabs one of the bikers to death.
Yes.
Does that count as his mountain time? Because he still tries to
He-
kill the woman next.
And he doesn't make that kill too.
No, so it actually is 1 year behind.
That
In
woman who has like
mountain
just
time for the rest of
one
time.
nipple just popping out her whole time in that drive-in sequence.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
have you guys seen that movie Blood Feast?
Yeah,
Yes.
actually,
It's
haven't.
crazy.
I just read it.
It's so
haven't.
it's like 60 minutes long.
But it's, yeah,
Mhm.
it's not a good movie. Like it's
Is
actually
it better?
really bad.
Is it better than this movie?
No.
No, I
but
mean
it's
like
different.
it's entertaining because it's
Yeah.
so bad. Like it's really bad.
Okay.
But it's also
Okay.
infamous for its gore. So in some ways it's very important historically.
Yeah.
But it's also part of the reason why the horror, like as a genre, has a bad reputation.
It's
Right.
considered the first splatter film. So the first one to really start using
Oh.
like so it was very important in that way. But like I mean it was made for like less than $25,000. All of the actors are garbage. There is a
Yes.
plot.
Incredible.
There's a lot more plot than this movie.
Yeah, actually
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
It's a woman
wait a
trying
minute.
to celebrate her daughter by throwing
Her
her, an
birthday.
Egyptian feast.
Yeah, but the caterer is killing people to
Create the feast.
to build up to a feast that's going to help resurrect this Egyptian god that he's worshiping.
Okay. I'm
As
kind of
you
into
do.
that.
Classic.
Yeah, kind of like Clive Barker.
But I mean, like, it is funny. It is
Yes.
unintentionally so, but it is funny.
Okay. All right. Blood Feast. I'll add it to the queue.
Yeah, well, if you could go back in time, you could watch it on New Year's Eve in a drive-in theater, which is actually probably the only way you'd really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Right.
Ah,
And
Damn.
also you'd be popping that nipple and getting some play, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I feel so bad for her. Can you imagine?
Oh,
like
She
Yeah.
gets away though.
But she's in
She
the
does
she's
survive.
in the car. She's like, "We can fool around if you want. I won't make a fuss or nothing."
Yeah.
Hate
Yeah, Trace, like, back to
that.
your point of this movie being deeply misogynist. This is not good.
And it is
Yeah.
like I sometimes can't tell if movies are trying to be misogynistic to make a point or if they're trying not to be misogynistic and they just can't because it's 1980 and everything was so misogynistic.
I mean,
it does feel like somewhere in between.
I guess that. Man, this might be this didn't feel
Hot take, hot
misogynistic to
take.
me. No, if only because it was her defense mechanism, and I
Sure.
would wager that many women who have been in victimized situations have probably said something like this, and in the hopes that it would save their lives.
Right.
Well, also
Right.
distract him and then hit him over the head with a frying pan.
Yeah.
I don't know where that.
Well,
Sorry, Betty Boop the musical
yeah,
just
wait,
came out.
where did that come from? The fuck? Anyway,
I'm
so
gonna cut that.
she yeah, cut that. Oh my god, we haven't said cut that really this episode. Usually you guys, Stuart and I, are like saying cut that every 5 minutes.
I don't feel like we say
Because
that
you're saying
often.
something offensive, but because
it's just
We say something
incoherent.
dumb.
If
Incoherent.
the joke doesn't land sometimes
doesn't
too, right?
land. But this episode's been so good so
Yay.
far. Wait, so okay, this gentleman caller is tossed out of the car, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
By,
Evil.
He
Evil?
survives though, right? Like, do we stab him and then toss him, or do we just toss
I
him?
think he survives.
I think he survives. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, Evil gets behind the wheel, takes off. Poor girl is
Evil
like,
take the wheel.
Evil
I'm sorry. Wait.
by logging off.
Honestly, the funniest line in the movie for me is when the killer reveals himself and he's like, "That's right, I'm evil." Two meanings.
This movie's so crazy.
Evil take the wheel, baby. Anyway, so she's like cowering. Boobs are in at this point. She's
Yeah,
Boobs
they're
are
in
cowering.
now.
Yeah.
They're in now.
And then correct me if I'm wrong. At some point, they stop the car because two like drunkards are kind of out and about,
Yeah.
run in front of the car. If I were her, I would have been like, "Excuse me, this guy's
Help.
crazy.
No,
Help!"
she just runs.
I
But you
think
know what?
it's
She's
fight or
frenzied.
flight,
Fight
right?
or
She's
Yeah.
flight.
just like,
I
get
get
out of the
it.
car and book.
Totally get it. She gets out, books it, and he sort of like hunts her down, and
Yeah.
she is hiding beneath a
Bleachers?
cabin, is outhouse kind of thing.
This is
Oh,
like such
bleachers.
a
No, you're right. It was
non-specific location, right? Like it just
yeah.
really doesn't have a visual punch to it.
Mhm.
Right. And he's almost got her, and then the cops come in and kind of save her.
Save her.
Yeah.
But
Save
he
her.
gets away.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
gets away. And all of a sudden we're back to a pro cop movie. So
Mhm.
started out anti-cop, now we're back to pro cop. So
And then we go back to the hotel where Derek is kind of wandering around with the
Doing
pantyhose on his,
nothing.
but nothing happens.
It's like, hey, everybody, Derek is still in this movie because we maybe want
Yeah.
to set up a sequel and or a red herring.
the
and
problem
you're
is
like,
no-
no, but we've seen the killer. We just left
Right.
the killer.
And the
Yeah.
problem is
Right.
nothing about Derek is threatening because he's just a little boy running around with fucking red pantyhose on his
Yeah.
head.
He's a little
Yes.
bitch boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
let me tell you, as someone who's dealt with multiple demon twinks, I did not at any point in watching this underestimate this man. I was ready to deal with
He's
his
got
ass.
pills.
He's
He's
got
got
pills.
stockings. He's
got
got to
his
fuck people up.
Ear pierced. I don't know what's going on there. Can I ask at this point, were you guys, did you kind of surmise that it was like Blaze's husband? Do you have any? Okay.
I honestly, I think by the halfway point I figured it out because
You did?
it's just, because I remember they clocked it in the first scene where they just they made a big point about the fact that dad was not in town, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
Chekhov's dad.
yeah.
Yes, very
Yeah.
much so.
Well,
I
'cause
will
it-
confess that I clocked it in the opening and I was like, oh, the killer's our husband. And then we just kind of forgot about it and we didn't talk about it again. So
Right.
eventually I was like, oh, I guess it's just, a crazy fan or something.
right.
And then it came back around, was like, no, first impulse was correct.
I was gonna say because that's the thing. Is like by revealing the killer's face, which again, cool concept, but it limits your suspect. It's either going to be a random person, like a random fan, or it's going to be a character we are aware of that we have not seen before.
Yeah.
And it's like I was like, it's not going to be at this time. We weren't doing random killers in the American slasher films at this time period, so like it's going to be the character we know.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
it's somehow her son.
Or her brother.
Ooh, secret brother.
Ooh, wait a second. Okay.
So they lock
At
down
this
the
point-
whole hotel
Yes.
to protect Blaze. Before they get to the real true midnight, which is Pacific Standard Time.
It's local.
Local, yeah. And then so she has to go down to her hotel room to put on her finale costume, which is a cape and a jumpsuit.
Love
and the
She's not going to get past the second or third elimination on Drag Race, but
No.
yeah, she looks great.
But the cops go in to protect her and they pull their guns on her son, and she's like, "Oh my god, I forgot he was even here."
Yeah.
That's the thing. She's so worried about him throughout this movie, but then she keeps forgetting he exists. To which I say,
Yes.
okay, well, I also forget that he exists.
I mean, I think it's just because Blaze is a bit of a narcissist. Like, let's
Yeah,
like, come on.
Totally.
Well,
100%. She's also at multiple points. He's like, "Mom, can I talk to you?" And she's like, "I gotta go by." Like, she's
Oh,
like,
she
I did
literally
kinda like that.
no. It is like a
Just like,
plea,
"Okay,
like, Mom,
thanks,
I
bye."
really need to talk to you.
Yes.
I gotta go. Bye.
See ya. Gotta go. Gonna be on the air. And it's like, what are you doing? Yeah.
Which
She's
Joe, Night School has that same thing where it's like, oh, when
Yes.
we get married, I gotta go.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Okay. I know we don't love her, and now she's passed, but
Mm.
Kirstie Alley with her drop dead gorgeous
Yes.
accent.
Yes.
And it takes place
I'm
in the Twin
proud of ya,
Cities.
but I gotta
So,
go.
just
Yeah.
so you know, my I gotta go is definitely from Drop Dead Gorgeous when that one girl gets she gets the food poisoning on the stage and she's like, oh, I gotta go. So every
Yes.
time my husband and I are doing anything, we're just like, I gotta go.
Is it diarrhea? Is it runs in the stocking? Oh, I gotta go.
Or did the transcendental meditation not fix
Oh my God.
your
Drop
nervous
Dead Gorgeous.
poops?
Always applicable. Drop Dead Gorgeous
Always.
to every conversation. Also, can I just say that's the second time Kirstie Alley has come up in like a week or so.
Man,
I've been in conversations.
Okay.
I love watching Kirstie Alley in movies
Yeah.
and TV shows. It really sucks that she was such a shitty person.
I know.
But
Well,
like,
now she's dead
like,
though.
if
So
you were a child of the '90s, and I guess arguably in the '80s, like you grew up with Kirstie
Yeah.
Alley. So
Well, for context, I saw an interview with her, or a clip this week, where she was like on the Rosie O'Donnell show back in, I don't know, whenever Rosie had a talk show, and she was like
Right.
talking positively about Blue Velvet, and she was like, "Blue Velvet fucking rules," and Rosie's like,
At 9 in
"It
the
was
morning on the
weird
Rosie
and
O'Donnell show.
shitty," and I was like, I hate that I was like, yeah, Kirstie Alley, like, fuck yeah. Like, I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, no.
How do
I mean, I think one of the
process
last things that
this?
she was in that second season of Scream Queens, and
She
that,
was?
Was she?
Oh yeah, she's.
I'd
yeah.
stop watching. So
Oh, that's why I
Yeah,
was like, oh, God, we're adding Kirstie. She was like the new. I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis was still in Scream Queen season 2, but like she was like the Jamie Lee Curtis of the season.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she played like a mad scientist, and
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember.
It was
that,
nice
actually.
to see her do something like that.
Yeah, it sucks that she was so sucky IRL. God damn it.
Her death was one of those things where it was like I was actually genuinely sad when she died, but it's the most conflicted I felt about a celebrity death in a while. Where I was like, God, she's a terrible person though. But I just like I can't help but still feel really sad by this loss.
I know.
I do also like. I do feel like sometimes when people die, it's just sort of let go of who they were as a person.
Yeah.
Well,
unless you're on
for their
Twitter, in which
roles,
case, if you even like,
No.
people will let you know.
But it's like my 2026 resolution is to just not have an opinion about the Michael Jackson movie.
Yeah, I don't.
That's gonna be.
I will not be
Gonna be
watching
an
that.
interesting one.
Yeah, the Michael Jackson movie isn't even on like my radar. Like when I think of 2026, like I don't even think about that movie.
And that's what I
it's on
want
my
to be.
radar. Gotta
Why?
say. Because I am like
You wanna be
kind of
starting
obsessed with
something.
how they had to rewrite the whole thing after it was
Whole
done.
bunch. Yeah.
Because they found out that, I guess,
One of the settlements you can't ever fictionalize.
mention
one of the victims.
family. Yeah, there was one of the
Interesting.
one of the families was like a pillar of the plot, and I guess like after they had the produced it, filmed it, whatever, they were like they found some sort of
You
fine
can't do
print
that.
that was like you can't do it, so they had to go back and do
Well,
the
this
whole,
is now
make
part
the whole movie
one.
again. Oh, I
I'm
didn't know
curious.
that.
They
now,
filmed more stuff early in his career, and then they're
Oh.
going to figure out if it does well. They'll figure out how to
They're
make.
gonna split it.
Yeah, so it's gonna be
Yeah.
Michael, and then I hope Jackson.
Stop. Wait,
No.
is it going to be a musical? Do you guys know?
Oh my God, what if it's Michael for
Shut
good?
up.
You
I
guys
mean,
can't do
here's
it.
Michael
the
for
thing.
good.
Is it gonna be
Here's the
musical?
thing.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
I do not like it, and this is that Song Blue thing where people are calling
Yeah.
it a musical, and I'm like, I don't consider a movie that features people singing on stage. That to me is not a musical. Like a musical means you are breaking reality, and there's a dance number, or maybe not a dance number, but it's like you're breaking reality to sing. If your singing takes place in the reality of the film, that's not a musical to me. I don't care what you
Yeah.
say.
Okay.
I just can't
I
wait to
haven't
see
figured
Kate
it-
Hudson get hit by that car.
And oh my God, and she loses a foot. She loses a foot.
I can
That's-
tell. I haven't seen it, but I can tell that it's a good Kate Hudson performance. You know what I mean?
can't
Like
wait.
the trailer.
Honestly,
I'm like, okay.
it is. I liked the movie. It's kind of like exactly what you think of when you think of a musical biopic. Like it follows the exact same beats that you think it's going to hit. But
Mhm.
Kate Hudson is so good in it that I kind of waved away a lot of this. I was like, it's by the numbers narratively, but she's so fucking good.
Well, and
Nice.
she's
So I
Okay.
mean, like just somebody that we can unabashedly want good things for, right?
Sure.
Like, tell
Yeah.
me. I mean, sure,
I'm sure someone
I'm
has
sure
something.
that there's an asshole out there who's like, "Fuck Kate Hudson,
Yeah.
Nepo baby, or whatever."
look
but-
into
Yeah,
labor
yeah.
practices at Fabletics before you talk about this.
Okay, admittedly, yeah, probably that's dicey. But I mean, I think most of us are like, oh, I would love to learn that Kate Hudson has like a juicy, potentially award-winning performance on the horizon.
Sure.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
And I
she's
love that basketball show she's in.
Dude, okay.
Oh no, here
No.
we go.
No, Joe, you only watched the
what's
first
the
episode.
name?
Get my
Thank
phone.
you.
What's
I-
the name of it? I will
Running
never.
Point.
Running Point. I
Dude,
always call
okay,
it the Kate Hudson basketball show.
So, because I honestly, when I'll binge like a lot of 30-minute sitcoms and stuff, and so Joey told me he didn't like it, but he only watched the first, and he doesn't really
Didn't
like
like
Mindy
the
Kaling
twist
stuff.
because I liked the relationship between her and this kid, and then it was like, boo, they're related,
Okay.
they're gonna be fighting, and I was like,
No,
boo.
but the thing is that they don't fight. Like they
They don't.
integrate that kid. It becomes like a really heartwarming story. Like it's really really sweet. I was shocked because I saw basketball and I was like, I'm not gonna fucking watch that shit. I don't give a shit.
Mm,
I really like, even fucking Chet Hanks is really good in it. Like
Oh,
I was
yeah, he
shocked.
is
I
in
was
it.
shocked.
And his
Wait,
mom's
Trace, what's the
Nicole
twist?
Sullivan.
You can tell me what's the twist.
Well, no, I mean, it's the first episode, yeah. But basically, he's like like a ball boy at the thing, and it's revealed that the dad that died of the family. So it's Kate Hudson, and it's the guy from the other two, and it's
Tarver.
And Justin Theroux,
and then the guy from the Mick, and Justin Theroux, yeah, he's there. So there's 4 siblings.
Okay,
Justin Theroux's gone the whole time, but basically they learn that their dad fucked the maid or the nanny or something, and so this kid who's a ball boy who's not white is actually their long lost half brother they never knew they had.
So he has like a stake in the empire, and it seems like it's positioning like Kate Hudson is finally going to get to be the person at the top because she's the best suited for this, but also then there's this other sibling who's going to come into the mix, and the pilot ends with it's like, oh, these two are going to have to fight it out.
But they don't.
It's not
but
that.
they don't do that. That's the thing. Like, you think they're going to do that, and there's tension with the Drew Tarver character for like episodes 2 and 3 probably, but around the halfway point of the season, like it's like they all decide to work together, and it becomes like a really heartwarming show.
Okay, see, that's what I wanted.
That's what you gotta watch past the first fucking episode of a show.
Can you wait a minute?
cliffhanger.
Trace, can you confirm in episode 2 does she goes to New Orleans, right? And then Gina Rowlands is like,
Gina Rowlands gets her.
I have a husband who is in need of.
She actually gets taken over by the sibling, and he possesses her body for the rest of the season.
I'll watch this now. I'll watch this now.
Okay, but also, you guys did just recently do Skeleton Key, which is one of my favorite movies, and I listened to your episode. So I think they should do a sequel where Kate Hudson's character's body has cancer, and so they're going to switch into new bodies, but the whole time the twist. It's from her. It's from the she's basically gonna be the Jenna Rowlands character.
Do you think? Right. Let me ask you though. Do you think that they could pull that off in the year 2025? Do you think that I could?
I think you've either got to orphan first kill, like find a brand new, completely unexpected twist.
Yes. Great.
Or
movie.
you just play it straight like, oh, we know she's on the hunt looking for a new body, and it's about like watching her pull this off.
But Jesse, did you mean that because of that or because of the racial politics?
I think the racial politics is kind of what I meant.
You get a black director and you get a black screenwriter.
Nia DaCosta in there.
My God,
you guys, we're gonna have to fucking cut all this. Earlier when I said we haven't said cut yet, yeah. Oh my God.
I think.
Wait, I heard Bone Temple was really good.
The initial reactions are very positive.
I'm really
and then
excited.
We just got the announcement that there's now a third film in the works, which makes me think, oh yeah, they like it.
Yeah.
I loved the first one.
So.
But the first one or the first 28 years?
Like the 28 years.
I liked the first one, of course, but then I also liked the first of the new trilogy.
I did too. Right. I like 20. I haven't rewatched it because I've only seen it the one time.
I haven't either.
I liked it. I would.
It's
like
a holiday
to
rewatch, I think, right?
Yeah.
Well, you got to go to the Bone Temple to celebrate Santa.
I mean, if Santa doesn't give me what I want, Santa's going to get Ray fined in the Bone Temple, and then I'm going to put his skull on the top.
Should we finish
New Year's Evil?
You guys, I literally can't remember where we are.
So we're at the end. We're at the end. Yeah.
Something we didn't talk about, which I thought one of my favorite parts.
Holiday
Inn.
You guys, did I already talk about Holiday Inn? My favorite part? No, the discovery of the two girlies, Beverly D'Angelo and her friend. When one of them comes down,
when she comes down the slide,
yeah.
And the other one's on the swing.
Yes,
I thought that was really cool.
That was really good.
That was fun.
That was a good. We missed this, Jesse.
I wrote that. Yeah. I wrote that down. I said, don't forget to say this.
Okay. One of the bad. I can't believe we missed it. Just because we talked about how useless this Lieutenant Clayton character is. He talks about how the killer has this MO where he's like stabbing people, and I was like, Sally was literally suffocated with a bag.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, except for that one.
Yeah.
I guess, of the 3 victims we have, the one.
Right.
The law of averages is he's probably going to stab the next person. Or if he's doing it every other, he's going to suffocate them.
Yeah.
There's a 50-50 chance, really.
Truly that. Yeah.
There's also,
detective math.
And I don't know where it is. I've lost where we are. So I'm just going to say random things, but there's a part where there's like a psychiatrist who's telling them about like what they think about the cop, and the cops just go,
yeah,
well, that's kind of dumb. And it was like, this is before the behavioral analysis unit really this is before they hunted the mines.
I was going to say John Douglas was like on his way, but he was about 3 years behind.
Yes.
So.
He was still having the encephalitis or whatever happened.
No, that was still to come too. Yeah.
Yes.
God.
Okay.
Back at the Holiday Inn.
back at
Yeah,
the
Should we
Holiday
say
Inn.
where he has to sneak back into the hotel past the security?
that's where we are.
Okay, thank
Yes.
you. So he has to sneak back into the hotel past
Yes.
the cops, as Joe just
Do we
said.
like that he basically lures the one guy out and then he just like bops him on the head?
Kind of. I kind of like that he was like, "Hey, over here." Like I kind of
Hey,
like
I think we need
that.
some help. I found somebody.
I bought that. You know
But
who?
then also
This
he
is
puts
so
on the cop's
random.
uniform and then walks past the other cop who's like, yeah. Everyone
Sure.
has face
Yeah.
blindness in this movie.
There's a lot of that. Yeah. I
I'm
kind
not
of
Put
gonna
a
bought
lie.
it.
mustache on.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of hoped that he was actually going to stay in the priest costume and be like, nobody's gonna look at a man of the cloth,
I
or maybe
also
put the
thought
mustache
that.
on and be like, nobody's gonna look at a man of the cloth with this.
I also thought
For
that.
sure.
And the more I think about it, I brought this movie up randomly more than once in the last like 2 months. The Running Man. Have you guys seen The Running Man, the new
new
Glenn
one?
Powell movie?
I haven't seen either version of it.
Okay. Both versions have their merits.
There are
But
ups
in the
and
new
downs.
iteration, like there's multiple things that movie does. This movie also does. The killer
Cool.
dresses up as a priest, fake mustache, lures people out with his voice like in the hallway. This movie kind of ran so that
So
the Running Man
2025
could
Running
run.
Man
So the
could
Running
run.
Man could run.
Yeah, kind of. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. I also really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I'm one of 4 people who did, so it's fine.
Are you a Glenn Powell girly though?
Not really.
You
Oh,
say that, but you talk about him all the fucking
I say
time.
that, Joe,
Because
but
he's
I did.
hot.
He is hot, and I also did watch all of Chad Powers, and I also did
Which
enjoy it.
I saw just got renewed. I was shocked because I thought people
hated it.
Yeah.
It's not hateable.
It was people like Jesse.
It was
I
people
watched
like
the whole
me.
thing.
It was people like me. It's actually gayer than I thought. It's
Oh.
breezy. He unsurprisingly is like looks great. I don't know. It's fun. I had
Even
a good
with
time.
the bad facial prosthetic thing that he does, like, does he wear that all the time?
Yeah, it's like he creates this character.
No.
Literally,
it's like Joanna Man.
God, or white chicks.
I
Yeah,
am
white
going to say,
chicks, yeah.
Jesse,
Well-
we no longer can talk about Chad Powers on this podcast because this is the third time we've
I
talked about it, and
know.
I'm
I'm
never going to watch
sorry.
it.
I was
You're
curious.
gonna
Honestly,
have to cut it.
is it 30 minutes or is it an hour?
30 minutes.
Ooh,
30 minutes.
I
Yeah,
might watch it one day.
He's
I might
going to
watch
try
it
it
one
over
day.
the
Just watch it.
holidays.
It's
He'll
fun.
report back.
Holidays, 6 episodes. Dial in.
A 6-episode comedy, 30-minute
Watch it be
comedy
like
first
12
season?
episodes.
No.
Yeah, I
Hour
mean
long.
that's a
So it's an
3-hour
hour
movie
with commercials.
Yeah, it's. I had a lot of fun, and
Also, I'm sorry. Can we
No.
circle back on a tangent that we already have moved on?
I
Yes.
would love to do that. I would love to do that.
This sequel to The Skeleton Key, which is going to be written by Nia DaCosta. Can we white chicks it?
Yes.
Wait, what do you mean white chicks?
I'm gonna stay
Like
quiet
put
and let
on
you have this.
the like I have to go undercover into like the black community to like fit in.
Who's going
It's-
undercover? Kate Hudson?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
No.
isn't that just like a weird version of blackface then?
Joe, I'm
No,
stepping
because-
in. I'm saying.
We're going to
the
say no to
character-
this. I was like, we can flip it somehow so that she has to put on a really terrible looking white mask. And I was like, no, that's not what she
She's
would
already-
do. She would
no.
have
She's
already
blackface
wearing a
and
white
then we'd
mask.
be canceled.
It's just her
I
face.
think you guys. I don't know. In the year 2025, that is the Skeleton Key 2 can be made.
Wait.
But
No, wait. Joe, to your point, instead of casting Kate Hudson, we
Mhm.
cast a black actress wearing a
wearing
Kate
a
Hudson,
Kate
Hudson mask.
Hudson mask. And now we're back in business, aren't we?
Marlon Wayans dressed up as Kate Hudson.
There we go.
And it's
And
the
then it gets
substance Demi
parodied.
Moore. Like you know
And then
that.
it gets parodied in Scary Movie 7.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's synergy. That's called
See,
synergy.
we
I like
saved
that.
it. We brought it all the way back around, right?
Can
Okay.
you text me tomorrow if you want me to cut this?
But that's fine. Tell you what,
And-
I will trust your judgment.
I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
don't
going to be
care.
fine.
Do whatever you want.
I'll step in. I'm a publicist.
It'll
I'm not.
stay in the video episode because I don't know how to edit video. So those are uncut episodes.
Those are great.
All right.
Okay, wait. The husband is in the room.
Yeah,
Yes.
Trace. Thank you.
Let's get
you.
to this fantastic set
And
piece because I
he's-
totally forgot about this. It was
good.
Yes.
P2 all over again. I was like, an elevator sequence I have no memory of, apparently.
Yes. Yep.
She's
Also,
wearing
the
an incredible
mask.
cape.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to skip over the mask that he dons and then takes
that-
off.
Okay.
I don't
What
know
the
about
fuck
I'm
is that
trusting
shit?
you as Americans. Is this supposed to be a political figure?
First of all, you should not trust Americans. I'll
I
tell
mean,
you
I
that
should
right
not.
now.
No.
I'll tell you that. I don't know. It's giving some sort of like warped Ronald Reagan kind
That's
of
what
vibe,
I was thinking.
but
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Caesar Stan Laurel mask.
Exactly.
Caesar Stan Laurel.
He was our 40th president.
Right.
Stan Laurel was an English actor. Oh, it's Laurel and Hardy. It's Laurel of Laurel and Hardy.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So the joke's on us.
Yes.
So, but because this mask looks more at home in like in Terror Train, to be honest.
Totally. Yep.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was creepy. I was sufficiently creeped by
I
it.
wanted him to actually wear it more.
I know. Agreed. He should have kept it on the whole goddamn time.
Like mustache. No, I've got this mask, but apparently I'm going to put on the fucking mustache.
Yes.
Well, admittedly, he is trying to pick up, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe he doesn't feel like he's sexy without a mustache.
Maybe.
Been there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he takes the mask off, and before we know it, he's revealed his true nature to his wife. She
Yeah,
does
I'm
not
evil,
love it.
mama.
Yeah.
And he, I don't know. He's like, I don't like you because you're a bad wife and a bad mom, and you're trying to make our son have sex with you. And she's like, what?
But like, how does this make any
and then he's like,
sense?
Derek, your son who auditioned for a role and got it without telling anyone who you are. And I'm like, I don't think that would sway a local radio host's son wants to be on this sci-fi show.
Yeah,
but are we supposed to think that she's on a kind of Dick Clark level?
Yes.
Yeah,
but not televised. Radio vibes.
Because they do say
vibes.
at the beginning, they're like, oh, we have to beat all the major networks. So this is like, they're not bigger than like ABC, NBC, CBS, but they're close to it.
Right. Yeah.
It's a UPN.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the
Before
UPN
the
of
WB
1980.
merger.
Yeah.
That's not the first time we've talked about UPN on this podcast, actually.
It won't be the last.
It won't be the last. Absolutely not.
So she gets chained to an elevator.
Yes.
Unlikely situation.
And he says, I wrote this down, I can hear your heart beating. I don't like that. I was like, that's actually a pretty menacing line.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, we're going to take the elevator all the way up and then all the way down.
And here's the thing. That sounds scary in principle. And her dangling with these chains is intimidating. Watching him stick a screwdriver repeatedly into like a weird fuse box is not intimidating.
Well, it's like, how is he sure he's going to get the effect he wants?
No, it was not. It didn't land. It didn't. God, there's an elevator pun there.
Well, it didn't land. The elevator never landed.
Yeah, that's a pretty good.
I do feel a little cheated that no one gets crushed by this elevator.
Yeah.
I know. I agree. I 100% agree. I also think elevators have really fallen off in horror movies in recent years, and we need to bring them back. Yeah, you're welcome. We need to bring them back. We got a taste in Evil Dead Rise.
Yes,
but we need more.
And then the cops come and do a shootout with Richard, shooting the elevator control, which stops it magically.
Yeah, which doesn't cause it to go haywire or crash or anything horrible. It's just like, oh, out of commission now. Never mind, everybody's safe.
A screwdriver messes it up, but then a bullet fixes it.
That's how it works. Yes,
it's the classic elevator truism.
LA is funny like that, you know.
Yeah. And then they chase him to the roof where he, I think, misquotes Hamlet. And then jumps to his death.
Yeah, it is a wild ending.
It is, yeah. And again, like, why doesn't he just fall down the elevator? I mean, I know we're not at the elevator right now, but like, it would have been more
fall down the elevator shaft.
Yeah, to fall down the elevator shaft.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. I will say I was really proud of him because it looks like he kind of takes like a little sidestep off the edge, but then when we see where the body has landed, he has gone like a really far distance. So I think he missed his calling as some kind of athlete. Like he should have been trying out for the Olympics or something.
Yeah, definitely.
I love a dummy falling. Like I just love like the arms with abandon, just like no bones.
Really good.
No
but
bones
I needed to see
about
it hit.
Yeah.
He also lands in a he's positioned when we see him on the ground as in very like how do I say this? It's a way that feels too well. Actually, I think it feels a little too natural. He needed to be a little more mangled. He needed to be a little more broken.
Well, especially
for me,
because the elevator scene takes so long, it makes the tower feel 50 stories tall.
Yeah,
and then he jumps, and you're like, it's like 10.
Yeah. Trace, you're right. He definitely should have died in the shaft. He should have been like reaching for her.
Shaft.
For sure.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Even when they peel the mask off on the body, and you're just like, Shouldn't that face be a little bit more destroyed? Shouldn't any of this be like, it looks like he basically tripped and fell and died, and there's no blood, and the mask is intact.
You know who's upset though? His fucking son. His son
Derek.
is
So upset.
His son
Blaze's
said,
flop son, Derek.
Blaze's flop son said, "Come back to life, Daddy." And
puts on his mask and steals an ambulance.
yeah. And then we get Hawaii.
Hawaii
crap,
time,
I can't.
which is actually surprisingly only 2 hours behind Pacific time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was curious to find out. When I googled
so that's why this ending felt like it was paced differently than the rest of the film, is because we needed 2 hours before we got to that final kill.
Correct. That is correct. Yeah, you guys, this movie's ripe for a remake. I think that we should. I'm open to us writing it. I'm open to us.
This actually feels like a movie that the remake should only be written by 4 gay men.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you know, whenever you're seeing the credits for a movie and it's like written by 4 people, that's always a good sign.
That's always a good sign.
But also,
and it should definitely be for white
homosexuals.
gay men.
Yes.
Yes. And we should be credited as written by 4 gay
men.
It's like we're like the Wachowski siblings. The Daniels, 4 gay men.
Radio silence.
Radio silence.
Yeah, I actually make a collective. Why not?
I do think there is a market for movies written by just 4
gay men.
Yeah.
Not a big market, but a market.
In the year 2025, yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly.
And I have a very important question, Joe. Is this podcast going to be tariffed because you live in Canada? I don't understand how tariffs work still.
I think it just means that any money that gets made, I make more because the conversion rate is better for me. So,
well, lucky for you, this is a pre-finance podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is also a pro-Canada podcast.
Pro-Canada?
There we go.
Terror Train? Canadian.
Terror Train?
It's Canadian.
This is true.
as is like literally everything in Hollywood.
I was going to say, many of your finest products are definitely made here.
That's true.
But then we hide every cultural signifier that it is Canadian because we say, oh, we don't import internationally very well.
No.
Which is a lie, because you're all watching that gay hockey show that we made.
We love the gay hockey show.
I know. Us for bringing awareness to Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Are you guys watching? Are you guys watching it?
No, I haven't started
Trace
watching
is
it.
not, because he heard hockey and he tuned out.
No, but I saw an article in the AV Club today saying how it's like broadening the horizons of queer sex on television.
No, it is
I don't know that I'd say that.
You know what? We'll take it for the popular people.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm just it's softcore porn. So if you're into that,
but like very soft.
Is there ass eating in it? Because I think if there is ass eating in it, that's a broadening. The last time straight people saw that was in the White Lotus season 1.
I think there might be ass eating. The asses are incredible, gotta say.
Yeah, the asses are amazing.
There's ass having.
Some people have claimed that they saw ass eating in either episode 1 or 2, but I did not.
How is there a question about that?
There's a lot going on.
As Stuart suggested, it is strategically framed and shot.
Yes. Oh, also episode 3 is so sweet.
Very cute.
Yeah.
Trace, you should watch it.
I mean,
Trace,
I'll watch it.
Someone I know posted about how they like the book better because they talk more about hockey. And I was like, what the fuck?
I don't think
that was me. Sorry, whoops.
Hey, I have read that first book, like that this season is based on. And
it's a series?
No, they do not. Yes, it is a series.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, no. It's very much like we meet at different times of the year when our two teams that are completely fictionalized meet up and then we fuck. And you're like, that's the extent of the hockey. It's like, sometimes we win a Stanley Cup and you're like, oh yeah, those are notoriously easy to win.
Yeah.
I do like that the first episode is 4 years long.
It's like that in the book, though. It's literally we play, we fuck, and then we have a significant time jump.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Gay people aren't okay, you know.
And honestly, I think that's a great place to leave it.
Agreed.
Gay people aren't okay.
No. Gay people aren't okay, and you shouldn't trust Americans. I think
unless they're writing a remake of New Year's Evil.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, exactly.
4 gay guys.
4 gay guys.
Or getting canceled over that. Yeah.
Well, the magic of editing, movie magic. Don't worry. We got you, girl.
Thanks so much for joining us this week.
Yeah.
It's been so lovely getting to talk to you 2 Thursdays in a row. If you haven't already, check out, I was on Horror Queers talking about
P2.
P2. Oh my
Yes.
god,
Oh my
that's
God.
only a week ago.
I forgot to.
And I was like,
A lot has happened in a week, so.
Yeah, it was a fun to record, fun to be with you guys, and I can't wait to do it again. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, you guys. You're the
4Gay
best.
guys.
Next time we'll have Jesse join us.
Yes,
I would
next
love that.
Next
I
time
will
Jesse will
walk
make
in.
it.
I will not go to the OC. I will not let capitalism.
I was going to say, just stop working. Come on.
Yes.
Oh, girl.
And on that note, bye.
Okay, bye.
This podcast has been presented and produced by Stuart Ross and Jesse Tappett. Edited by Stuart Ross. All recording equipment provided by Photo Booth Productions. To support our podcast, join us at patreon.com/anothergayhorrorpod.